It's been nearly 3 years since I made my first video related to game development on this channel, and over time the channel and content has changed as my life and my aspirations and goals with it have changed as well. I've tried everything from devlogs, both long and short form, video essays, live streaming, and I've even pivoted now to making interviews with other creatives, all in an effort to make my dream of becoming a full-time indie game developer a reality. And look, I'll be honest with you, I can't say I'm a success yet, because everything I've made for this channel has been made at a loss, both with the equipment and my time. I haven't really gained anything financially, at least, with this channel. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up this labor of love. In actual fact, this whole video is to explain to you my expectations for this channel and how it's going to funnel into my lifelong dream of being a full-time indie dev. And I want to start off firstly by talking about the devlogs. Now, to make devlogs, you have to be making a game, and more importantly, making progress on that game. And sometimes it can be a two-edged sword, because on the one hand, you have to capture the footage, you have to make thumbnails, you've got to feed the algorithm consistently. But on the other hand, you have the game project, the fixes that need to be made, game design documents to be written up, the planning, the emails, organizing marketing, Steam pages, all that sort of stuff. Although they both serve the same purpose of me being an independent creative, they both have different methods of working. YouTube's a lot quicker, faster, shorter, snappier, and the quality, for me at least, needs to be better, more consistent throughout. Where with game development, it's slower, longer, dare I say, more difficult, slower burn, and the quality can remain somewhat inconsistent until the very end where you do the final polishing. And sometimes I'll have situations where I'll finish a devlog and then I'll do some game development and I'll work on a fix, and it ends up becoming more work and effort in the long run working on that video than it would be had I just worked on the project myself. And that's why I've now decided to only upload one devlog a month, since it's the pattern that's been working most consistently for me. If you look back at all the videos, both live streams and just edited devlogs, they've kind of come through once a month. It gives me enough time to make changes or figure out a good enough devlog video idea, because here's another thing. I can work on a certain feature or part of the game engine for a couple of weeks and not have a devlog really to show you, because there's nothing presentable or enough to make a video out of for you to watch. Where a month at least I can plan out something that will work in clickbait, in the good sense, it's something you actually want to watch, but also get things done that I need to get done. And I'm really proud of the last devlog that I did. It was at the standard of quality that I was quite proud of, and it had the substance it needed to actually show that there was progress happening. This month I actually tried making a longer form but lower quality devlog, but in the end I found that I'm never happy compromising on quality for the sake of quantity, and that's just how it's going to be. Secondly, I like to talk about the podcast video interviews. These have been really enjoyable to make. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed editing them because it's really fun talking to people, and I feel like there's something that could definitely grow and become a successful series. And having that, plus them being so fun, it doesn't feel like it's ever work when working on them, is a bonus. And so in the future, I do plan on doing in-person interviews, maybe with developers who don't have a YouTube personality, who work in the industry, but unfortunately that at the moment would mean sacrifices on my part. Taking time off work unpaid. But for now, I'm just going to stick to remote interviews in my spare time. But if you enjoy them, stick around, because if there's one thing I know, if there's a will, there's a way. So next I want to talk about Coco Loco, which is a project that has been a lot more slow burning than I originally anticipated. It's going to be like a 6-month short game, but now it's going on for nearly a year. But I'm sticking to it because it's the most consistent I've been with a game project, and even YouTube content as well. If you saw my VR videos back in the day, I would change projects back and forth all the time. Coco Loco has helped me be consistent. And finally, I just want to share with you my major big goal, the one that drives me to make these videos, to work on my game, and just keeps me going as an individual. Last year, on July 1st, I married the most beautiful woman in the world, my bestest friend, and the person who I want to spend the rest of my life with, and afterwards as well. Before I got married, I was happy to just work enough to pay for rent and to eat ramen, and for all my other time to be spent on making the games I want to make. But once I met Kayla and fell in love with her, everything changed. My whole outlook on life changed. I no longer just wanted to get by with what I had, but I wanted to give her everything that I could give. And so that means two things. If the content isn't as consistent, it isn't as great, or if you see my projects kind of slowing down, it's because I'm prioritizing other needs for her. She comes first out of everything. You know, sometimes life can get quite messy, and it's those that we're closest to that can help us out of that, and they are support. So always make sure that you rely on those closest to you and that you're always there for them as well. And having said that, at the end of the day, I would give up everything for her to be happy and to get what she needs. I'm not saying I'm going to do that though, okay? She's not holding me back, she's not holding me hostage, she's not holding me down. No, if anything, it's the opposite. Since getting married, I've been more driven, I've had more energy, I've had more vision, greater vision than I had before I met her, because now I'm not doing it for myself, I'm doing it for her and the family we're going to have and that I need to provide for. And so I have plans, I have serious plans. I want to form my own business, I want to buy a studio space, I want to hire a team. Not only do I want to provide for myself and my family, but I want to give other people the ability to do that for themselves as well. Like seriously, I'm always on the real estate online looking at commercial office spaces because I dream of one day having my studio in there, of a team dedicated to making fun, impactful, enjoyable, enriching story, like all the good stuff in games, as well as having a team focused on producing amazing video content about the industry. Stuff that's fun to watch, that is at a high quality and doesn't lean into clickbait or sponsorships. It always comes to what we're trying to produce as the centerpiece first, and we find a way to monetize that through ways that won't compromise on the original efforts of the team and myself. Because I never want to sacrifice quality, and I never want to make anyone crunch to feed an algorithm. And so in closing, I just want to say, as we reach 1,000 subscribers, I want to thank you all for your support. For the new viewers, whether you've come from my work with Shad and the team there, whether you're been here for very long, whether you're a family or friend, or whether you're someone new who's found my videos through these videos here. I want to thank you all for watching, because your time literally helps my channel. It'll take me a little longer after getting 1,000 subs to get partnered, because despite reaching the subscriber count you need to be partnered on YouTube, I still am a bit far away from the 4,000 hours required. But honestly, none of that matters. That's all just back-end stuff you need to worry about. That's me on the business end needing to figure out how to make ends meet. You're here to enjoy the content, and the content is only going to get better from here. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.